This is the week of 48 hours in New York. We need to get gone. Like, this is not a good idea. I've sat on the handle. From YouTube, we've got to stop messing around and we've got to start getting stuff done. And there's no dignified way to get off this case now. Like, there isn't. Like, whatever happens, I'm either going to pop a bollock or this content's going to end up being on OnlyFans. I've got this bright idea that we are going to go to New York for 48 hours. And then I realised, am I that spontaneous? And are we going to be able to do that? Plan. Let's go. We need to hydrate. So I've been trying to chug as much water as possible ahead of getting on a flight. It's proving challenging. I've been to the bathroom so many times this week. Like, chug. And then I was like, but we got to pack. And then you start thinking about all those things that you need. And then you don't really need anything. The one thing that I've learned this year in life is you don't really need anything. Like, I convince myself I need things. But when I look at it, I go, just get on a flight, book that flight and go to New York. So we are going to book a flight this week and we're going to go to New York for 48 hours. I don't normally wear a baseball cap. I don't think they see me for less than 24 hours and I'm excited. I ain't checked in yet. And we are going to try the best snacks, the best coffees, the best pancakes. We're going to run around New York like I run around London, and I'm going to take you with me and see what adventures we get up to. We need to get gone. But before then, let's rewind about how this all happened. Like, I just thought, New York, why not? The city dreams are made of. Or is it the city that never sleeps? We need to get ready. There used to be a time where I could book a flight in an hour and be good to go. Like, good to go, on and gone. Now, as I approach, like, I'm not sure about you guys, but when you get slightly older and you've got a little bit more responsibilities, it's not as easy, or it is as easy, but you overlay a few things of, I need this, do I need that, do I need to get this, do I need to take that, what if this happens, what if I need that? And then before you know it, you are literally running around for days. And it's not like I'm going to Antarctica, I'm literally going to New York. New York is very similar to London. Whether I need a headache tablet, whether I need a new pair of trainers, whether I need a new t-shirt, a new jacket, an umbrella, it's pretty much covered. Like, I mean, first world problem. So we are at the moment deciding, do I need to take a case or do I just take a holdall? And there are pros and cons of each. I like a suitcase because I can take a few things, I can put a few things in. More importantly, I can bring some stuff back. Good thing about holdall is, and I've yet to achieve this, carry-on luggage, is you pop the overhead locker and you're gone. There's none of that carousel. There's none of that waiting around that carousel, which we've all done. And as much as I think my bag's coming off, I'm convincing myself it's not. And for one time, and maybe it's going to be this time, I'm not committing, I'm not overcommitting, but maybe this is the trip where I just take overhead luggage. Because the thought of getting off a plane in New York and gone, being in a taxi, rather than lugging a suitcase around, and obviously it's empty. So It's not that cumbersome. It's not going to be that hard. Navigating the subway in New York, with a suitcase, could be an adventure, could be a challenge. I don't think you are ever, like I know, like future me's coming back in to go, this boy's taken a case. This boy has travelled for 20 years of his life with a checked luggage suitcase. He is never just doing hold all. He's never just doing carry on. Ah, the dream. One day is the dream to do carry on. To be that person that just pops, locks, and gets gone. However, the pros of getting off that plane quicker and out of immigration into a yellow taxi and off to Manhattan at the moment are far outweighing taking hold-all, taking a checked luggage case. Taking a checked luggage hold-all case. Yes, that's where I'm at. And if I'm honest, if I open this case, there's a pair of Crocs and 2 pairs of shorts, and it's like, and it's raining, it's currently raining in New York, and I've got Crocs and shorts. I'm not sure I want to be walking around New York in Crocs, because if you know, you know. The plan is 40 hours in New York, going to be staying in Soho, but we're going to be running around Williamsburg, Dumbo, Manhattan, Midtown, downtown, uptown, around town. We're going to be doing it all, and you're going to be coming with me. You are going to be on that journey with me. You are going to be working out. Did he take checked luggage? Did he? Was he brave enough not to take a suitcase? How did that work out? You're also going to be with me this week while we run around getting a few things. We need to get some dollars. Not much, but just taxes and tips. I need a new aftershave. You could say, why don't I just wait till duty free? But my problem is in duty free, my nose just gets confused. The more I spray, and like, even though I tell myself 2 spray limit, you're just going to do a 2 spray limit, it never works. It never works. And then I'm stinking. So apologies if you see me on a flight to New York this Friday and you're like, oh, stinks. He stinks. He stinks, but in a good way, like a duty-free oversprayed aftershave stink. And then we might be getting a little, I don't know if you guys do this, but then I go to my wardrobe and my wardrobe's full of jackets, shorts, trousers, trainers, bags, loads of stuff like baseball caps, bags. You know, I've got a lot of stuff that I need to take. But then when I go in there, when I'm going away, I've got nothing. Like, I go in there and it's literally like, in my head, I think it's the TARDIS. Like, I'm like, it's just racks and racks and stuff. And then I go in there and I'm like, I haven't really got anything for New York. And so we're going to get some new aftershave this week. We're going to get some new trainers. We are going to run around Central ahead of running around New York. But what I'm trying to do is not run around Central too much because I need a little bit of energy for New York. So this week is going to be, get ready with me to go to New York. Where do I want to go? And I've fallen into that rabbit hole of watching New York vlogs, you know, scrolling on Instagram. We love a scroll on Instagram to kind of find those places. And all I really want to do in New York is just explore. There's obviously, I've got a list of things that I want to see and I want to do. It's like, obviously, I love a pancake. I'm an ex-fat kid, so I love a pancake. I love anything sweet. Like, and whether that's running around Trader Joe's, whether that's trying to find the best street food in New York, whether it's going over to Williamsburg or Dumbo and seeing a little bit different element of New York that is a little bit more off the beaten track, like it's Antarctica, it's New York. So I want to kind of do a few things. I want to go to like an authentic diner, want to grab some coffee, clearly. Not really a matcha person. Like, I won't be queuing for any green drink or a blueberry smoothie, matcha latte, oatmeal croissant. Love a pastry. So there's going to be a few pastries. So we are going to be slapping my lips, hopefully, to a couple of nice palaces to eat. Don't know what that was. Yeah, so I'm going to grab a slice. I want to grab a slice of pizza because I love pizza. So we're going to do pancakes, pizza, burger. We're going to find a decent burger. We're going to do some tacos. We're going to do some cocktails. We're going to do a little bit of shopping. There's a few things I need to pick up. Hopefully, I won't have picked it all up in London because, yeah, what's the point? You're going to New York. I was going to ride this suitcase in around the flat, but I've realised I fell off. I can fall off this suitcase. So that's not a really great idea. And then we are going to jump on. I'm going to show you how to secure the cheapest hotel and the cheapest flights. And I'm an organiser and I like to plan. I'm not last minute, I'm not a last minute Larry by any means, but I'm realising that if you take a few risks with your flights and your hotels, you collect your points and you're just that little bit smarter, you can cut yourself a deal. you can cut yourself a deal. And we were nearly in New York last Friday because the deal was incredible. This was the lowest price flight, the lowest price hotel I've ever seen. And then I woke up on Friday and my leg hurt, and I was like, my leg hurt and it was raining. And I don't know if you do this, but like I am a planner and I do like to know that if I'm in New York for 48 hours, it's hopefully going to be drier, the weather's going to be nicer, because if not, like, I'm getting wet, and all the reasons why when you go somewhere and the weather's not what you want it to be, it kind of impacts what you get up to. And I love a plan, and as I say, the plan was to get up on Friday and head off to New York. So I've delayed it for a week because just wanted the weather to be a little bit better. And again, this isn't the Weather Channel, but if I'm going all the way to New York, I don't need to be running around getting soaking wet in the rain, because there's nothing worse than getting wet, because it's like that will demoralise me, demotivate me to do all the things I'm going to do. But more importantly, I woke up with a bad leg. And I'm like, you are going to, in essence, this is the marathon. I'm not an elite athlete, as you know, but we are going to be, I'm going to be running around New York, or need to run around New York, like from the moment the sun rises to the moment the sun sets. And having a bad leg just was not part of the plan. Like, I'm hunched over. So, yeah, come with me this week. This vlog is going to be in and out. You're going to see me later. You're going to see me tomorrow. You're going to see me Thursday, Friday. You're going to see me until we get on that plane. I'm going to take you with me in my bag everywhere we go, whether that's in central London, Manhattan, Soho, all of those places. I love melted cheese, so we are going to smash a slice. I've decided we are going to try and find a $2 slice of pizza, because the thing in New York is, like, when you research pizza, there's like loads of places that come up that are like Joe's Pizza. I feel like it's a definite must, but we're going to find vendors, street trucks. We're going to try all the New York food that I can eat, which is really alarming because I got on the scales this morning and I am the heaviest I've ever weighed. So my mindset this morning was, I've had a juice and a Huel, and like, that's meant to be sustaining me for the rest of the day. And I'm not sure if that's going to sustain me, but those scales were going, I'm not sure you can be smashing cookies. I'm not sure you can be smashing tacos. I'm not even sure you could be having a slice of pizza. And then I'm like, do you know what? Life's too short. As I progress through small, medium, large, extra large, XXL, then maybe I'll rethink that life's too short to count calories. But one of the other things we're going to do is we are going to try on a few things in that. Well, we're going to try and find a travel outfit. And if this is any use to you guys, then let me know in the comments. But I also watch people's, what do I pack for New York? Like a packing video and a room tour. Like, I don't mind like showing you what's in this case, because at the moment, there's 2 pairs of shorts and a pair of Crocs. I mean, that's like, I say I'm a planner, but I'm planning to take shorts and Crocs to New York. I mentioned to my friend that I'm taking Crocs to New York, and they're like, you crazy? Are you crazy? Like, I don't know if that's because you just don't want these little gaps letting in any of that New York, any of the kind of authentic New York juice. Bin juice, yeah, those authentic New York bin juice. I don't know if my feet are ready to fully get that New York experience. But at the moment, I'm like, come pack with me. A pair of Crocs and 2 pairs of shorts. I ummed and ahed. Like, I know these divide opinion, these divide the internet. I don't like, but the thing I do know is they're actually quite comfy. And I think to myself, as a man of a certain age, I think I can pull these off. Like, I think I can get away with rocking a Croc. And the fact that I've used the phrase rocking a Croc should probably say, nah, mate, you joker. But we're going to try on a couple of outfits. I'm going to show you what I'm taking to New York. I don't really do outfit of the day because if you know me, you know that most of it's blue. Navy, navy, navy. So, and that's the problem. Like, the problem with having an affiliation with navy is people just think you're wearing the same thing. People are looking at you going, is that the same jumper? But no, I just buy multiples. I buy multiple navy t-shirts, multiple navy jumpers, multiple navy jackets, and that's a tongue twister. Trust me, 4 days before going to New York, multiple jackets, t-shirts is a bit of a tongue twister. You're going to be with me when I run around New York. You are going to know exactly the effort, the adventure, maybe a little bit of trouble. Maybe we'll get into a little bit of trouble. Who knows? You're going to see the snacks I eat, the pancakes I like. We're going to smash some pancakes. I love an American pancake. And I've yet to find that pancake that I've yet to find the definitive American pancake, which is why I am going to try every diner, every pancake place. We're going to eat some pancakes. So buckle up, because we're going to eat some pancakes in Crocs. I mean, eat my pancakes in Crocs. Great look there. So yeah, we are going to just, while we're in Central, we're also going to be looking at just a few things, because like everybody, sometimes it's really nice to have a few new things to take away. Obviously, when you're there, it's great to bring those things back. One of the reasons why I love bringing stuff back from places I go to is because 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks later, when you're in London and you've got that New York jumper on, and it just reminds you of that pancake, that moment, that ferry ride, that site, that visit, that store, that snack, that treat, then job's a good one. So we are gonna, I'm not sure about the Crocs. But then what I know is they don't look that bad. They don't look that bad on me. So we are going to put on a few jumpers, a few jackets. I'm going to show you the things I take. I'm going to show you my toiletries. Because it seems to be that that's what you want to see. You want to see, what am I taking to New York? And if any way, what I'm packing, schlepping, what I'm packing to take to New York, if that helps you in any way, shape or form for an upcoming trip, decide what you want to do. I also need to pick up some Meta glasses. And this is a controversial one, probably more controversial than the Crocs. Tap tap, I can record it's just easier. It's easier to get in a taxi, get in a store, get in a restaurant. Just have a pair of glasses that can record, because then it's hands-free, and I've undenied, because I don't really need it. I've got a camera, I've got my phone, don't really need to be it. But I went and tried on these Meta glasses, and I'm going on later this week to go and try them on again, see if I need them. But they just don't suit me. It's undenied and gone, do you know what? The whole purpose of having Meta glasses it's not about what you look like. It's about the ease and the purpose of being able to grab that content, grab a slice, grab a melted cheese, whatever it might be, donut, cronut, bagel, that's also on the New York list, is a bagel. Just ponders that bagel moment there. Sometimes I forget I'm even doing a blog. I'm off in my own little bagel world of cinnamon raisin. But yeah, so I was thinking that Meta glasses would help me just because I forget to film content. I'm too busy stuffing my face to then be realising aesthetically I should have took a photo of that, or I should have took a video of that, or you guys would have been really interested to see that. So I was hoping that Meta glasses would be really useful for me, for this channel, for this vlog. And I went and tried them on, and I'm trust me when I say I look like Harry Potter in these Meta glasses, and not even in a good way. Not even in a good Harry Potter way. They just look like comedy glasses on me. And whether that's because I don't wear glasses, I have this thing with sunglasses where they just fall off. They just fall. I sweat. I'm a sweater. Let's get it all out there. I'm a sweater. And when I'm in the sun, my nose sweats, and the glasses just slide themselves down off my face. And again, if this is a useful, handy tip, we are going to show you all of the things that we take to New York. all the things we take to New York. What goes in my bag, what toiletries I take. And then when we're in New York, we're going to do that. Did you need it? Did you need it? Could you have just bought a carry-on? Could you just not done all of the stuff that you've done? And for some reason, there's something about going away on a trip that getting some new stuff, going out and getting prepped, whether that's cut, shaved, blended, faded, waxed, plucked, It just makes you feel a little bit more trip ready. But again, when we're in New York, I will talk you through, did I wear all the stuff I took? What did I use the most? What would have been more useful? And then talk you through the plans. Like at some point this week, I'll talk you through all the restaurants I've got booked, all the sites I want to see, all the snacks I want to consume. And we will then see if we manage to do it, because it's only 48 hours. Like I've convinced myself 48 hours, and obviously give or take, you've got the day before, the travel day home and all of those things. Like, am I able to achieve everything that I want to achieve? And of course I know I live in central London and there's things in London that I've not seen. I've lived there all, born and bred Londoner, and there's things in London that I've still yet to see. So I am under no illusion that going to New York, I'm not going to be able to see and do everything. And I'm okay with that. And I think that's my top tip. My top tip is do the things that you want to do, that you really want to do and you really want to see, but also don't do it so you are working through a spreadsheet. I'm not Instagrammable, and I don't live an Instagrammable life. So I don't really need my coffee to be the most presentable. I don't need my bagel or my snack or the restaurant or the cocktail or the rooftop or the hotel to do any of those things. I just want to, some of me just wants to enjoy. In my Crocs, I just want to enjoy New York. There's just something about going away. And I don't know if it's just the psychology of it or the science of it, but it's like, I need a travel outfit. I don't even know what a travel outfit is. Like, clearly, it's the clothes I wear when I travel. But yeah, and then I'm like, I don't have a travel outfit. And now I'm like, do I need to get a travel outfit because I'm traveling? I don't know why my voice went as high as it did then, but yeah, so and I'm a normal, sane individual, and I was just like, I'm going to go to New York for 4 days. Yeah, it's turning into like race across the world, like the level of planning, prep, and probably things I'm going to acquire in the next 4 days is almost like an Olympic style military campaign. Military campaign's probably a better, but yeah. So. So stick with me, like and subscribe, and you'll see the things that I get to buy. You'll get to judge if I look like Harry Potter in a pair of meta glasses. You'll get to see that he actually wore Crocs. The fool wore Crocs in New York. Now I'm whispering because the neighbours are like, that fool's got Crocs. I wanted to show you what was in my bag. We've got some of these spot patches. I've seen people wearing these and I've thought to myself, not sure about that, but between us, if I get on a flight, on Friday and I pop a pimple, then these are going to be worn throughout the flight. So when I hit New York, I am not rocking that pimple all across NYC for sure. Next up is just eye drops. Like, we all know that a flight, as excited as we are to get on this flight, we all know that whether it's the AC, whether it's what they pump throughout that flight, your eyes are gonna get dry. So these, like just before I take off and just before I land, pop these in and they're good to go. Trusted aftershave, which is so trusted, there's none left. So we need to go and buy some of this this week. This is Le Labo Santal 33. This is the smell of London. Like, I love this aftershave. So I'm gonna take you with me today. Everything dries out on a flight. Like, I've got pretty dry skin. I'm a guy in my 40s and I've got dry skin. So I think anything you can do, whether it's moisturiser, sun cream, lip balm. So this is a Summer Friday minty lip balm. The reason why it's minty is because it just gives you that little bit of a, good day, sir. Hello, madam. So if I'm sat next to you on a flight, all you are smelling is my minty lip balm. We've also got, basically, some IV hydration sachets. So these things, you can get them from Superdrug, Sainsbury's, Boots, Tesco's, wherever you might purchase. And these are cherry lime, lemon and lime, zesty lemon, and these just pop into your water bottle. So if you're on a flight, if you're on a 9, 8, 10, if you're on an 8, 9 hour flight, these are going to keep you hydrated. These are electrolytes. I mean, I'm not a scientist, so I would love to tell you what electrolyte is, but I know that this just boosts your water. It boosts your water to ensure that you remain hydrated. And Whether that's on a long flight or if we are running around Manhattan, one of the things that I need to get better at is drinking water. I do not drink enough water. And what I don't want to do is be dehydrated on this trip or on this flight. Because if you're dehydrated, then you get brain fog. You're not functioning. Let's just say you ain't functioning at your best. So these, I like to pop in my bag, my rucksack. And then when you're feeling just that little bit tired or that little bit dehydrated, these are just going to give you a little boost. And they just make that, like, I don't know about anybody else as well, but drinking water sometimes is the dullest thing in the world. So these are all natural flavours, no artificial colours, no sugars. I can't even read that. But it says essential. Plan. Let's go. Like, I am full of bright ideas. And that was one of them. One of them was just to ride my suitcase round this flat like it was some kind of bucking bronco, like I was some kind of rodeo. Like I was some kind of rodeo. And this is why, join me on this adventure, just to see if I injure myself, just to see if we're able to do all the things that I said I was going to do in New York, or do I fall at the first hurdle? And it's been known, like, I like to think I'm a bit of an adventurer. I like to think, we can duck and dive, bob and weave with the best of them. But I fall at the first hurdle. Like I've been known to fall at the first hurdle, and I can fall spectacularly. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm quite a clumsy person, and I'm not sure clumsiness and adventure and New York ain't gonna end in some kind of viewable but mistakable trip. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's where I've gone wrong. I've tried to straddle a handle. And did you hear that creak? That creak should tell me that this is not a good idea. But also, that creak is me getting on the scales this morning and realising I've weighed. I am the heaviest I've been in my life. And I am looking to consume thousands of New York calories a day. M&Ms, I love a Target, I love a Walmart, I love a Trader Joe's. I love a diner, like I do love a New York diner. Like I'm living my best rom-com. Like I'm going to New York for 40 hours, like it's my own kind of rom-com. I'm just like, when someone met someone, and so I'm like, I want to try every diner, which is not really possible because like, I'm already a bit of a unit, as you could hear from that creak. I'm not lying. And then I might even go get some pancakes today. But again, they're not the greatest. Like London pancakes, like I'm talking pre-bought. I'm not even talking a freshly flipped stack. I'm talking microwaved, because I need to eat. Like, this is the thing. I need to grab lunch. Like, as fun as talking to you guys about Crocs and riding this suitcase around this flat, like, there's an order of priority that I need. And that order of priority is I need to sort my life. I need to sort my life out. And I need to get some food. And I need to logically plan to go to New York. But I'm off in my own world. I've said this before. I'm in just like my own little dream world. And if that is something, also this case, there's a handle. I've sat on the handle. I now need to dismount off this case, because not only do I not want to injure myself, but I'm also probably going to split this case in two. And then one of the other things we're going to need to pick up ahead of heading to New York is a new suitcase, because my butt would have busted this thing in two. Or when I'm at JFK waiting for this thing to come off of the plane, the conveyor, and all of my stuff is spread across the belt, it's because my fat ass was sat busting the zip on this case, in me thinking I'm like, you're so funny, like, oh, this will make great content, when I'm picking my pants off the floor in JFK because I've busted the zip because my body weight has buckled. This suitcase has buckled under my body weight. But so I'm probably going to go and get some lunch now. So I'll be back to let you know if I've got some pancakes, and I'll be back to let you know. That was actually quite a seamless dismount. Like, I dismantled quite well off that case. Lunchtime. My order of priorities are not riding around this flat on a suitcase and making jokes about wearing Crocs. Welcome to Tuesday. Prepare to get wet. It's so raining. I had so much to do today. I need to pick up my dollars. I need to go and get my aftershave. I need to get some new trainers. I've got a voucher at Selfridges I need to spend, because when you have a voucher, it just needs to be spent. It doesn't matter on what, you just need to spend it. Yeah, so we've got some errands to run today ahead of heading off to New York for 48 hours because I'm feeling slightly unprepared. Granted, some of these things I don't need. Like, I don't need a new pair of trainers. Like, some would say breaking in a new pair of trainers in New York, crazy, crazy mad. But I've got plasters. So hopefully I'm a little bit well versed now in knowing what trainers are going to break my feet and which ones are going to be comfortable. I mean, style over substance, do you go comfortability or do you go style? It's a fine line. And also, I have bought style trainers and they've broken my feet. Like, they have broke. I mean, half the problem I think I've got with my feet is because I was wearing fashion trainers rather than proper walking footwear. So that's the plan for today. As I say, it's a really rainy Tuesday in London. Not what I planned when I dragged myself out of bed this morning. Not what I had envisioned for us this morning, but yeah, it is what it is. And like, this is the thing in London. Sometimes you just got to get on and get gone because it's probably going to rain all day. Like, if I'm sat here waiting for that rain to stop, we're going to be here till tomorrow and beyond. The rain has stopped. Like, literally within the 10 minutes we've been talking, the sun's out. This is what I love about London. That's my Tuesday plan. Before we go down that rabbit hole, let's go. I don't think I need anything. 24 hours ahead of 48 hours in New York. It's packing day. Like, I dragged myself out of bed and there's one more day to go. And I've got so much to do. My voice has gone really weird as well, but I don't think I need anything. But as we approach 24 hours before we hit New York, this case is empty. I got my dollars yesterday for taxis and tips. So the panic of having an empty suitcase has started to set in. Done a little bit of washing, got a few things, still doing shorts, still doing Crocs, but we do need to get footwear. Days where it was like, passport, check, gone. Passport money, gone. Now it's headache tablets, sun cream, plasters, antiseptic, wipes. Like, it's like a full-on. And we are going to make sure we get some stuff done today. Like, we've run out of time. I've run out of time. I've run out of time to be messing around. I've run out of time to be like doing laundry, picking things up. But again, it's New York. I don't need anything. I don't. I'm not convincing anybody. I either need to wash my hoodie, or we're buying a jumper. We're buying a New York jumper. We're buying a jumper to go to New York. We're buying a New York jumper to go to New York. Logic. There's sense and logic in that. We're going to buy a jumper in London to go to New York with New York on it. Because I love ice cream. So we are going to dedicate some time to ice cream. I want to try salt and straw. I want to try the one I can't pronounce. I want to try Morgenstein's. I want to try Cafe Panna. Afragata. Don't mind if I data. We are eating into that 24 hours ahead of going to New York. So we need to get gone. Plan. Let's go. YouTube, we've got to stop messing around and we've got to start getting stuff done. Right, come on. So far, this is some of my New York footwear. These, for walking, a new pair of fresh white box fit trainers. I mean, they've still got the tag on them. And Crocs. I'm rushing because I need to get a train. I need to put footwear on. I need to put in this footwear on my feet. We were not meant to be running around Central ahead of going to New York.